Hello, everybody.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Hello, Governor.
Hello, you people out there.
Been a minute since I actually seen this on the actual monitor.
Yeah, we're Bobby-less today. Bobby was a little busy. Welcome to episode 27. Yes, I got it right.
21?
21 plus 6. That doesn't roll as well off the tongue.
27?
He tries to make like a comeback, and it goes like 27. It's like it just don't hit the same, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chief. Sorry, Governor. But I guess the biggest thing that's happened recently is they announced Street Fighter 6. I was talking. Wow.
Boo.
That's a stinker, ain't it, mate?
Actually, I don't feel any malice towards it. If it actually looks good, maybe, it'll be bought.
Yeah.
I might have to buy it anyway though, since we're running tournaments now.
Yeah. I was gonna say the RE engine, it's being ran in that from the looks of the CG that they showed, so it's gonna look very nice because the RE engine's ridiculous.
Oh, great! Now you ain't gonna be able to run and shoot at the same time.
I don't get it. Oh, RE engine, yeah, okay.
Resident Evil, you can't run and shoot. You have to sit in one spot. Poof, poof, poof. Then the man come with the chainsaw and the paper bag over his head. It's not a paper bag.
That's like a flour sack. Yeah. I'm just gonna ignore that really bad joke.
No, I was thinking about them putting Faust in the game. I would run from him.
I'd probably play it if he. Nah, who am I kidding? I wouldn't play a game.
No, I'm not talking about I'm not talking about Street Fighter. I was talking about if they put Faust in Resident
Evil. He would fit. He's a mad scientist, like half of the fucking characters are. It's just kind of the same thing over and over again. But it was weird. So like they introduced it, and it was like a huge countdown trailer for it, and then it was just like a 40-second video, and it was just the new character Luke. It looks like he got like a slight redesign, not a slight, pretty graphical overall. Like, I mean, he looks, from the little bit they showed, he looks much better than Street Fighter 5 look. Because I don't know what they were doing with that, bro.
Don't know much about him. The only reason why I kind of know about him a little bit is because the streamer out in New Orleans, X Nightmare or something like that.
Yeah.
I sub to his channel, and every once in a while I see his videos, and he be playing with him. I'm like, who's this character?
Yeah, I think as like gameplay wise, he looks fun to play with, but design wise, I think he looks terrible. I think they just kind of like put everything all together, and it was like, oh, he's a white guy, give him blonde hair.
Yeah, he looks like Kid and Douchey Son.
Yeah, he does actually. I feel like it's gotten to the point where I feel like they're just being racist to white people now. But just like, because they just like, most of the white people in that game have blonde hair. Like, I feel like that's kind of, I feel like it's gotten to a point where I'm like, okay, this is starting to get offensive to me. Like, white people have other hair colors. Like, come on.
They say, hey, can't you put everybody in character creator and change up to? Oh, they don't have that.
Nope. They got different costumes though. They got a shitload of costumes. Lord knows that Chun-Li's got a shitload of costumes. That's probably how they made like half their sales now. What's the horniest thing I can put Chun-Li in?
That's all they need to do is drop that bikini line.
Oh, they've already done like a summer line.
I'm sure.
And I was gonna say you definitely know that all the ladies are cheeked up in that game. I've seen it. Now I haven't bought it, but
But I did some extensive research.
No. It's just sometimes I catch tournaments, and there's one of the dudes who played Laura, which Laura even canonically she's a thick woman, like she's like I think like 160, 170.
Yeah, Laura Winslow.
Yeah, Laura Winslow. Yes, I was gonna say she thick too. She bad. But anyway, back to Street Fighter 6. So it came out. They did like a whole like release, like website for it. It was like release website. So they did like a whole
Yeah. Oh, they just threw off the.
Oh no.
It was a show. I feel like when I was. It was a show that used to come on like super late called Old Canada on Cartoon Network.
I do not remember that, legitimately, and we're not that far apart in terms of age.
It might have stopped. I don't know what age I was when it was coming on, but it might have stopped right when maybe you were probably getting conscious enough to like watch TV like that.
I was watching Cartoon Network before. When you were a spermie, a dad's nutsack kid, I'm the real '90s kid. Smoking a cigarette. I'm the real '90s kid. What do you know? But I do want to get back to talking about Luke. We had to do a simple little cut, because the camera went out of focus. Because this is a very nice camera in terms of the picture quality, but I don't know why it doesn't have an autofocus. It probably has to do something with it being I don't know, mirrorless camera.
Apparently, that's the logo.
Okay. Oh, I think I've heard of this. I think this is done by the dude who did Oh no, this is 97. So yeah. No, I was definitely conscious in 97. I think this is done by the same dude who created Ed, Edd n Eddy.
My brain flipped the numbers. You said 97. My head was like 79. I was like, damn. They was still circulating that damn show in the 90s. I don't even remember anything.
Okay. But despite these innovative cartoons received several Oscar wins and nominations, most were little seen by Canada's neighbors to the south. So that's why. But
Let's see if I can watch a couple episodes, see if I still don't like it.
But Street Fighter 6, I want to get back on topic with that. So it was like it dropped. They did a website for it, and it was just like waiting and waiting. Hey, you motherfucker! But they did a website for it, and people were waiting and waiting, and then everybody was like, "It's gonna be Street Fighter 6." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And then it was just like a 40-second video of Luke and Ryu going face to face, and Luke, because he's supposed to be cocky, so he's like, "Hey, come on, let's fight." And Ryu's like, "I'm silent. I'm going to fight you now.
I am old. I am beat you with old man strength."
Pretty much. And then it was like Street Fighter 6, and it showed like the most generic, ugly looking logo. And like people found out that was actually, they just modified a stock logo from Adobe. And people were like, they're gonna change this, right? Like it's not gonna look like that.
They just looked up the old Illustrator files.
SF.
Took the 5 off. Just threw a slick 6 on there. Yep, that'll work.
That'll do you.
The art department, he'd be like, "Here, give the art department $20."
Like, oh, it's godlike. But so they ended up doing that, and like everybody was roasting it because of the logo, and the fact that they just showed you like 40 seconds, and it was funny too because there were people like, "Oh my god, this looks so great," and it's just like they didn't show anything. I don't get it, man.
You're not Street Fighter enough. That's all.
I guess so. But I was kind of like, yeah, whatever. I know I'm most likely not gonna play it anyway when it comes out. But then I heard it was a rumor. I don't know how true it is, but apparently, the guy who was I think the lead programmer, like the lead designer for like Bayonetta 2 is helping out with it. I was like, oh, wait a minute now.
Kosi gets wet for Bayonetta.
Yes, sir. I'm a hoe for that lady.
Bayonetta 2, you say?
I still can't believe that Bayonetta 3 release trailer. That's how you do a release trailer. They're like, oh yeah, it's something else, and they're like, nah, we making it. We fooled you. We fooled you.
And then it was like, just to piss Kosi off, exclusive to the Ouya.
That would be insane. That was so funny too, because Bayonetta 2, somebody said, yeah, Bayonetta 2's designers doing it, which is cool. And then, Twitter nigga had to be Twitter niggas. And they were like, somebody was like, Bayonetta 2 wasn't even as good as 1. And then somebody showed the Metacritic score, and it was like a 92. And he's like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, everybody likes Bayonetta 2.
I don't. That's only because I haven't played it. So
I was about to say terrible, absolutely putrid take.
I have not played 1 nor 2.
It's good.
I believe
I
y'all.
don't know. I don't know if you'd like it, but it's good.
For some reason, the Devil May Cry like type games they just don't hit for me.
Yeah, those are called character action games. You like God of War, right?
I do like God of War, but for some reason, Devil May Cry.
Well,
Everybody was going crazy about Devil May Cry, and I ended up working at GameStop, and then I'm like, man, let me check out this damn game.
which one did you play?
Maybe 2.
Oh, two's dog shit. Two's the worst one in the series.
I don't know. It was maybe 2, but then even when I built that other computer, I got
DMC4.
Uh-huh.
DMC4 is good. I actually like DMC4. My favorite is probably 5. Surprisingly, I'm not a big fan of Devil May Cry myself. I don't like I don't like certain design choices in the game. Like I don't like that it's a locked camera, and there's no like dedicated like block or dodge button. Like you just have to like hold X. I mean, hold the thumbstick a certain way and use X, and they roll out of the way.
Dodge.
Yeah, I don't really care for that.
Short dodge.
Even though
long
Devil May Cry 5 did it a little bit better because you can actually like move the camera in Devil May Cry 5. I think you can do it in 4. I don't remember, but yeah, Devil May Cry, good series overall.
I know why
Just
they're fun.
something, yeah.
I know why people like them.
Yeah,
because they're dumb fun.
Yeah, they're dumb and like they're so corny. Yeah, so corny and cheesy. That's so awesome.
That's not what I was saying, but
No, but they are. They're corny. Like Dante's a corny ass nigga. Like he is. He's corny, but that's what makes him so funny because he's so cheesy and corny.
And the most fun I've had with Devil May Cry is shooting him in the face with Nathan Drake on PlayStation All Stars.
And that wasn't even the cool Dante.
No, that was definitely not the cool one. Dante. That was the goth kid that everybody didn't like.
Yeah, and it's funny too because people, for the most part, people said the gameplay was fine. It's just they didn't like all the dumb changes that they tried to do. It really felt like you were playing an American like movie adaptation of a video game. It felt like because it was just like all these unneeded changes, and they tried to make it deeper than it was, and people were like, "You didn't have to do all this."
Sorry.
What?
My brain. I was like, today's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, ain't it?
Yeah, which
It's
that means it's Taco
Tuesday.
Tuesday, but that also means I think
That
$5.
That feel on Taco Tuesday.
I believe it's also $5 movie day,
Oh shit!
which brings up the topic of the Uncharted movie.
I haven't watched it myself. So far everybody's saying it's kind of ass, which I'm surprised because it's like I feel like Uncharted is one of those IPs that would be hard to fuck up because it's inspired by
Indy.
It's inspired by Indiana Jones and like the movies that inspired Indiana Jones. It's inspired by like those treasure hunter movies. So it's just I have a hard time believing that you could just fuck it up. Just make a somewhat charming protagonist and then just give it good fight scenes.
I started looking at the cast. I was like,
Oh, the cast is dog shit.
I was like, well, I have no problem with you playing Spider-Man, but why are you Nathan Drake?
They tried to say, "Oh, this is Nathan Drake when he's younger." It's just like there's so many people that you gotta got to be like slightly older Nathan Drake or like current age Nathan Drake. Because I think in Uncharted 4, he's definitely gotta be like in his early 40s. He's gotta be in his early 40s in Uncharted 4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I that's why I have to see it because of the cast choices.
yeah. I didn't. I knew that it was probably not gonna be that great when I saw old boy was Sully. What's his name?
Mark.
Yeah, Marky Mark. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Did you know he?
Burgers.
Yeah. Did you know that recently? I think it was either him or Matt Damon. I don't remember. But
Matt Damon.
one of the it was one of those guys, and like one of the kids was just like telling them like, "Dad, you gotta stop saying the F word, like the other F word, like the
the one, one that everybody should maybe stop saying."
Yeah, that
the 90s one that was cool, but it's not no more.
Yeah, and he literally put on Twitter, "My daughter showed me that I should not be saying this word as often as I do," and people are like, "You didn't have to tell everybody that." It was one of those two, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Mark Wahlberg because he's from Boston. So I'm sorry, you're gonna say something?
Yeah, I only brought it up because it's Tuesday. I'm like, I might take Trey to go see this movie. I don't expect much of it, but I could spend $10.
I probably hop along with you, but I'm dead broke right now. Hate to see it.
I'm about to say, I don't know. Maybe we could pull the for research purposes and content. I might be able to afford another $5.
Nah, I'm good. I wouldn't want you to do that.
So we can trash on the movie together.
We just eating a hot dog. Man, what the fuck is this?
I said movie. I ain't got your food.
Oh damn!
Sorry.
Hate to see it. Hate to see.
That's too close to a date now. But
I'm coming. I have little red pumps on. I'm coming.
I saw a little short that from kind of funny games, and I can't think of his name. It's not.
God, I haven't heard of Kind of Funny Games in a while. I used to watch them kind of consistently.
I used to watch them too, and then they broke the band up. I was like, this is it for me. But
I don't like it no more.
Yeah, because it went from Colin was the thing that made them grounded. Once Colin was gone, it's like, this is just too zany for me. It's off the rails.
It's too wacky.
Yeah, too wacky. But what they were saying was, it's a great movie. Nah, it's not a bad movie.
Yeah, that's what I said. The bar was so low for that movie to be bad that it would have to astound me that it's like legitimately bad. I think the only people who are probably calling it like god awful are people who wanted it to be bad to begin with.
Probably.
Yeah, it's a classic case of people wanting shit to be bad when it comes out. So if it's like if it's not like blow it out your booty hole good.
Blow it out your ass.
Yeah, it's not like a cinematic masterpiece. Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, this is terrible. This is terrible. Let me go back to watching my Marvel movies." La 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 la.
But that's why I want to go see it. I don't know what to expect. I know, just like we both agree that it should be difficult to make a bad movie because it's just Indiana Jones with a different character.
Yeah, it is, and we're not saying that it's not. We're not saying it's easy to make a movie. It's just that the concept has been done so many times. It shouldn't be as hard as making certain other types of movies. Is because I wanna make that clear, because we're not like these people. Oh, we just set up a camera and just like fart on it and then there we go. That's a movie.
I feel like most people should be able to do better than Samurai Cop, though.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, Samurai Cop's a cinematic masterpiece. When I first saw Samurai Cop, I think I cried tears of joy.
I cried, but it wasn't.
It was pain.
Tears of joy.
It was pain.
I think I almost threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Hey, the nude scenes were cool though. Especially with Samurai Cop, that man had a honker.
I was about to say, was it Samurai Cop that had the new scenes, or was it?
It was Samurai Cop.
Okay.
Oh, you're thinking about
High School? Not High School Dead.
You know what's funny? High School of the Dead. The artist for it, yeah, he drew porn. He drew a lot of porn.
I'm not surprised if you remember that scene where that dude was shooting a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Over the girl's tits.
Bro, I remember. Yeah, and I remember when he shot it, and like I think her name's like Psycho, the one with the sword, and like her breast went like this, and like the bullet went through. That blew my mind. Like literally, I was like, okay, this is legitimately the most insane thing I've seen. You know, that reminds me. I was talking to one of my friends, and we were talking about Speed Racer and like all the old like Tatsunoko properties, because that's what Speed Racer's from, and. Anime Today ain't got nothing on Tatsunoko, bro. Tatsunoko is legitimately insane. Like when you really go back and look at Speed Racer is surprisingly a very violent and very depressing show.
The one with the Mach 5, right?
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah, like there's a bunch of crazy shit. Like Speed. There's like episodes where he's just like shooting people.
Speed.
He was probably on Speed, but there's like episodes where he's like, he's shooting people like for real. He's just bah, 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 bah. Like there's an infamous scene that goes around on the internet where he's shooting a cowboy repeater and he looks like fucking John Marsden or whatever, old boy from fucking Red Dead Redemption. Just bah, 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 bah.
I should go back to all the childhood TV shows that I was like, I don't think I like this, and see if I change my mind.
No, Speed Racer is great because of how fucking insane it is. Like I remember a couple years ago, I was rewatching Speed Racer. I was like, bro, this shit is funny as fuck because of how stupid it is. Like I legitimately enjoyed it. Speed, you must get to your car. I will, Trixie. But I legitimately
brother, you stink.
I legitimately enjoyed watching those clips more than watching Naruto. And like, that's not a dig on Naruto. I just think Speed Racer is just so much more fun to watch
I
because
that's why that's why I said what I said. I feel like all the stuff that I thought was trash as a kid, I should go back and that should be like some type of series.
I didn't think Speed Racer was trash as a kid personally.
I was a kid, so I mean, my opinion can only amount up to so much.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say, but me personally, I like Speed Racer a little bit when I was a kid, though. But the thing is that we were looking at it more for like, look how great the animation is, and like the anime we were watching. Because I mean, Dragon Ball. Let's keep it real. Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball had some episodes where they looked like it looked like I was doing the animation for it. I mean, I'm just being honest. Like, even with Super aesthetically, I just think looks ugly as shit. But it's like Speed Racer. It doesn't have the best animation because it was like a really early anime. Like, that was like the first anime to like actually blow up in America back in like the '60s and '70s. It was a fairly popular show, and you know, a lot of anime back in the day didn't have good animation. Like, well, yeah, very limited animation. Like, there were like anime from like the '60s and '70s that had like amazing animation. Like, but that was mostly for like their feature films. But that was probably one of the reasons why they're probably kids like, oh, this shit sucks. But like, you go back and like watch it, and like, you literally see like all the stupid and crazy shit that happens in that show. You're like, bro, this shit is awesome.
I it seemed like you like more of the stuff that an adult would enjoy when you were growing up, and I think when I was a kid growing up, I just ate glue. I wasn't there.
It's funny. So I mean, I did enjoy Naruto to a point when I was younger, but God, this is gonna sound so pretentious, but I think you're right about that because when I was younger, like, I really liked like more like adult situation like stuff in anime. Like, I fucking love Black Lagoon. Black Lagoon is definitely not a shonen. That shit gets dark. Even for, I mean, because shonens, they be getting dark, but like Black Lagoon, you just be like, damn, man, that's fucked up.
Yeah,
And shit like Berserk too. Even though I think Berserk was originally a shonen, and then it got turned into a seinen.
I think probably I didn't start getting actually smart until I got into adulthood. I think my adolescence part, I was just like, I am a ninja. I am Spider Man. I am athletic. I want to be a ninja that goes around flipping off of shit and play football and stuff. Now that I'm an adult, I've become more nuanced and I think more.
I think, bro, that'd be funny as fuck just seeing you fucking in a fucking Power Rangers like suit and just. I can't do that. I can't do that shit because the camera's gonna go out of focus. But all the fucking poses, I would be laughing so hard. Then I'd probably get my ass beat.
That was the reason why my parents or my family ruined Power Rangers for me. I used to love Power Rangers, and then they would make fun of me for doing all the poses and shit. That's why I don't do that shit when Trey be over here doing all this crazy shit. And I was like, I don't like this no more. You've ruined it for me. You've embarrassed me. Now I don't fuck with this no more. And this is why I don't fuck with the Power Rangers.
That is so funny because he's legitimately wearing a Power Ranger shirt right now. I just look.
I fuck with money though.
But it's funny because I think that's what a lot of people, a lot of adults grew up to do that. Like, back when there was a time where people would like make fun of people for liking anime. Me, I didn't give a fuck. People can already look at me and be like, yeah, he likes that shit. But like, for like people who like liked it like low key, like, and they would pretend like to hate it because like, oh, I got made fun of for liking it. So now they would go around and be like, you like that shit, that's stupid, and because they're angry that they can't openly like it. They're not comfortable enough to openly like it. Because if my family made fun of me for liking Power Rangers, I'd be like, man, fuck you. Just go back to watching it. I'd be doing all the poses and everything.
It's not like they made fun of me for watching it. They just made fun of me. I'm like, well, I gotta hear about me being a kid all the goddamn time. Like, y'all made this feel like something I should be embarrassed about. So, which, again, I am definitely at two different levels of consciousness.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, cool. I don't like Power Rangers no more. They did the same thing with me and bananas too. I used to love bananas, and now I
They did that
just
to you and bananas.
yes,
How did somebody make fun of you for liking bananas?
I used to get called a monkey a lot, and I used
Yeah,
to
this is
eat,
gonna be the clip. This is gonna be the clip for the episode.
and I used to eat bananas. And I used to actually enjoy bananas, but now to this day, I do not like the taste of bananas. And
Damn.
I know it's for some
Damn, that's definitely
subconscious.
yeah,
Subconscious.
that's
'Cause
definitely psychosomatic. I think
Yeah.
that's the right term for it. That's definitely a psycho. That's definitely like a psychosomatic thing. I'm probably wrong about that. I apologize to anybody who knows.
We're not that smart. We still gotta look up words.
I read good.
But yeah, that was another one of those things. Like I used to have bananas, and since I was that kind of athletic ninja flipping off a shit kid, then I used to get called not
Monkey?
banana. Yeah, used to get called monkey. and
Yeah, little monkey.
I guess even back then, I'm like, that is not a compliment. And I'm like, they used to call us monkeys. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't.
Which is funny because I honestly think that white people look more like monkeys. Well, that's just my opinion because they have thin lips and they look like this. Never mind.
So yeah, the only like you could put like a hint of banana or something. I bet. I don't like this, but I like artificial banana.
That's interesting because most people are like vice versa. Because I love bananas.
I will fuck up some banana Laffy Taffies.
Oh man, completely different from me. Banana Laffy Taffy. I'd be like, here you go, right into the garbage.
The other ones, I don't want them. You give me the banana Laffy Taffies and the banana Now Laters, I'm good. But the other ones, I'm like, I guess I'll eat those. That's all you have. I guess I'll eat them.
But anyway, getting back on
No, stay off the tracks. You could do it.
no, getting back on that what we were talking about earlier
Street
about
Fighter.
no, not even Street Fighter. It's just I really you made me notice like I really did like a lot of like I guess more nuanced things when I was younger because I used to be reading like looking like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles like the comic. The comic was surprisingly graphic. I read it a little bit. I wasn't a huge fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I never thought I thought the cartoon show always sucked. The one from the early '90s, the one from the '80s and early '90s. I think that's like one of the most overrated cartoons ever. The one from the 2000s is great though. The one from the one that they used to show on the Fox box actually had good writing.
Fox box.
But
Yeah.
because I don't know, I like this isn't a dig. Like, this isn't really supposed to be like a dig on like people who watch a lot of shonen. But I have noticed that like niggas who watch a lot of shonen tend to be pretty childish. They tend to be like pretty childish ass people. I've noticed that like most of the people, a lot of the people who I met who are just like strictly like they just watch shonen and watch anything else. They're just like, nah, man, I don't like that, man. I can't get into no JoJo, bro. They be posing all weird, bro.
Are they black?
Yeah.
They sound like a black person.
Yeah, I was just Negroes.
Does that also cross over
Yes.
to the other races
Yes.
too? Are they also
Okay.
childish?
Hey man, I don't like that JoJo, man. I don't know why he's from like Oklahoma. Hey man, I was just watching some Yu Yu Hakusho and I saw that JoJo and it got me so riled. I'm so angry, man.
I was about to say, are they also lower class human beings?
Lower class human. Jesus Christ, that sounded gross. I know what you meant by that. It just sounded weird. But no, it's not. It's not just lower. No, it just be like people, the stupid, typical like alpha male bullshit. That's why I think that's why.
I was just trying to make a connection because I was like, well, they were all poor people, and that's all they had. Then it might have something to do with the environment they grew up in. And that's why they're childish.
I just think some people they like to stay on that surface level of like whatever is like super big right now, whatever Toonami is showing, and like they don't go beyond that, which is fine. I mean, you ain't gotta do that shit because there's like there's a bunch of things where I'm just like surface level or just maybe like a level below it, and like that's about as far as I go. Like I can't think of one off the top of my head right now because if I like something, I like to delve deep into it. You know me. I just like to just like search everything up. I have a weird habit of doing that. But
See, I'm the opposite, so that's why I'm trying to like make the connection because it's like, well, I like Dragon Ball when I grew up,
so did
but
I. So did I. I actually did like Dragon Ball.
but I wasn't actively searching for other animes to whet my appetite. If Toonami didn't give it to me, I
He's
wasn't.
like, I don't want it.
Well, it's not even that. It's just like I wasn't going to know about it. So I feel like it was probably the same situation with the other. So it's like it seemed like Toonami did not all the time gave you anything deeper than a puddle.
Yeah, Toonami had some pretty good series on there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But I don't know. I just dislike when people they think anime is just robots and
Charge up
big.
moves.
Yeah, I was gonna say robots, big chested women running around and charge up moves, and it's like no, it's a medium. Like there's more to it than that.
Yeah.
It and like I said, I'm not saying that people don't have to like all that stuff that they like. I'm just saying like there's more to it. Like, you know, like not everything's gonna be Dragon Ball or My Hero or Demon Slayer and all that. Like there's some really good shows that have legitimately good character writing to them. Like there's a show called Welcome to the NHK, and it's about dealing with depression and like social awkwardness and social anxiety. So it's a very good one. And the one I talked about a couple of podcasts ago called "Keep Your Hands Off Izoko Ken." It's about like the love of animation. So like it's anime. Anime is just like any other medium. Like there's always like some really good and profound stuff, and then there's always like like your crazy like swing your sword stuff. And like I said, that's what's cool about it. But what I won't accept though is when I see people on Twitter and all on the social medias saying, "Oh, Western animation sucks nowadays." You are fucking lying to yourself. The only thing you watch is fucking anime. You need to watch some more stuff because there's great stuff out there. Because I recently have watched Gendy Tartakovsky's Primal. That shit was amazing. That shit is great. 100% recommend that. If you have HBO Max or you want to go on a website, which I may or may not put at the bottom of the screen, I probably won't. But I'm not gonna give you the sauce. You have to find it yourself. But there's like really good like adult animation out there. Because I mean specifically adult animation. People be like, oh, everything's just trying to knock off Family Guy and it looks like ugly and like it has no like like style to it.
I
Like
feel
shut
like
up.
I feel like it's just ignorance.
Yeah, that's literally what it is.
I don't even think I don't want to believe most people don't want to see something that is deeper than what we were given. I just feel like it's just ignorance to know that what's out there. Because even me, when I started like getting deeper into anime, I was like, I didn't know like I could just be like, oh, what type of genre of anime I want to look at.
Right? Because yeah, everybody thinks that a lot of people think that anime is just literally just like niggas with superpowers just punching on each other.
Yeah, that's what anime that's what anime was for me.
A lot of people.
For a while.
A lot of people.
But yeah, that's why I'm like. That's why I asked the questions I was asking before, because I'm like, I feel like it's not all everybody wants to be just ignorant to be ignorant, and they don't want to learn anything else. I feel like people probably grew up like me, where it's like, I didn't know that existed.
Oh yeah, I mean for sure, but that's not the people I'm talking about though. I'm talking about the people who like to stay willfully ignorant about shit and then get mad when somebody's like, "No, you're wrong." That's the people I'm talking about.
The weirdos on Twitter.
Yeah,
that knows is out there but choose not to.
Yeah, I don't like people who I don't like people who like to stay willfully ignorant about things and then get mad when somebody's "No, it's not like that."
Yeah, okay. I thought I was standing up for the majority, not the minority.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I want y'all to know if I'm making fun of something, it's 100% not the people who are just innocent and they don't know better. I want to make that 100% clear when I'm talking.
I didn't know myself. I was like,
yeah, because
not their fault.
Yeah, because I mean, if it's just people who If it's just people who just watch all that stuff and like they're just like, oh yeah, I used to watch Yu Yu Hakusho as a kid, and that's the only thing I really know.
Mm.
Like that's cool, man. You know what I mean? There's nothing. There's 100% nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, because the reason why I brought up environment, I'm like, well, I was the only one watching that type of stuff in my immediate circle. So I did. That's why if you ask me about certain games that I didn't play, because my immediate circle didn't play those games, so I didn't have nobody in that circle in that genre of anime to be like, yo, you should check this out. You probably like this.
I yeah, and with me is my circle was pretty small to begin with. I was a pretty antisocial kid when I was younger because I always thought that people thought I was weird. So I used to go and find stuff for myself, and I'd be like part of internet groups and all that. So I would find stuff for myself, and that's how I actually I don't watch anime as much as I used to, but like when I find like a good anime, like I watch it, like because I always know like I don't like a lot of the popular stuff in America right now because like it's shonen, and that's a subgenre. I feel like kind of pumps out like the same thing over and over again. So
Yeah, right now would be the prime example. If you didn't know you could just look shit up, and you were just watching what you were fed, I feel like you'd be like, oh yeah, all there is shonen.
yeah,
And Attack on Titan.
yeah, because I'm pretty sure Attack on Titan's a seinen that people probably got tricked into thinking it was a shonen, and now everybody I can't get into Attack on Titan either. I don't like that show.
I've tried. I didn't dislike it, but it wasn't something that really grabbed me in the way that I gotta finish this.
Yeah, and it was just it just felt like it was just like drama for the sake of drama. You know what I mean? That you agree with me, right? It just felt like it was just like
Which I guess they made it. Well, I see. I didn't get no further than like we just live in a world that just straight fucked.
yeah,
So I didn't. I don't. When you say they were making drama just to make drama, it was like human drama.
yeah.
Okay.
Just human drama and just like it just felt like just bad shit was just happening all the time just to like
Just to
keep
have
the
something bad to
just
happen.
have something bad to happen.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like to me. Like
Mm.
felt like there was like real no like reason or motivation.
Yeah, even
But
with The Walking Dead, they,
oh, I don't even watch that. I watched
Yeah,
like the
I
first. I
watched-
watched a little bit of the first season. And I was like, this is cool. Never watch it again.
I watched enough to know that like it's not about the zombies. It's about the drama about the
Yeah,
humans. But they still gave you like some time to breathe between bad shit happening.
Yeah.
I did just finish an anime though.
Oh, what anime did you finish?
Kuriko's Basketball.
Oh, Corona's Basketball. I heard that's really good. Our mutual friend Herbert's been trying to get me to watch that forever.
I just one of those things that I randomly get on Netflix and
That's what I do right now. That's actually what I do right now. I just get on Netflix and I just go like, this looks mildly interesting. And like so far, I think Netflix for like the stuff that they get from like outside sources, like stuff that isn't like actual like original Netflix series, is like actually really good. Like Agretzko's great.
love me a Gretzko.
Yeah, I need to catch up. I think I'm like a season or two behind. But Agretzko's great. Baki is Baki. If you don't know what Baki is, then
Junk food.
I was
That's
gonna
all
say,
it is. It's
yeah.
just junk food.
I don't know because like it actually has like good writing on about the fights.
I have to go back. But when I was watching it, I was like, this is sheer junk food.
Yeah, I mean it's ridiculous, but like Baki's really good because of how I think Baki's good because of how insane that show is. It's kind of like a speed racer thing.
Yeah, I feel like that's why you watch Baki. You do see what crazy shit.
They can pull out their ass.
Yes.
That's why I like JoJo. Because JoJo's like that, except it's like with Ghost. it's just with Ghost punching each other. But
It's funny you end up watching. That's how you end up finding things to watch on Netflix.
yeah, every now and then. But that's how I watch stuff on. That's how I found anime on Netflix most of the time. But there are some like that people recommend me and like I'll watch it. Like A Comic Good Kill. We had somebody in the
One.
yeah. Shouts out Juan. If you listen to this, shouts out to you. Because I was like, I told him I said I normally don't take like recommendations. Yeah, because a lot of people they just end up just recommending me like
The normal shit that everybody recommends.
Yeah, they just end up recommending me shonen, and they're just trying to. I feel like sometimes people just try and get you to like what they like instead of just actually just thinking of something that you would probably like. You know what I mean? I think I've discussed this before. Like people just say, "Oh, I like this, so I'm gonna throw it on you." Like people don't think of like the person themselves.
Mm.
Like I can do general. I can like there's a difference between general recommendations and then be like,
I know what type of person you are. You probably like this.
you would probably like A, B, or C, because I'm not gonna take somebody who likes Burger King and be like, hey, let's go to the Whataburger. First of all, I mean you shouldn't be liking Burger King in general, but you don't take somebody like that likes one thing and then you just take them to go see this and then you go like because you like it and then you go like and they have it and then they have it and they go like yeah I still don't like this and then you go like what how you not like this because that's how it was with Hunter x Hunter for me because people swore up and down Hunter x Hunter is the greatest thing ever, it's the greatest anime ever, it's so good, and like I was watching it, I got to like 5 seasons in. Oop, sorry about that. I got like 5 seasons in to like Hunter x Hunter. And it was just like I was like, when does this get good? Like it was just like it was like Gon gets his license. And it was like, okay, this is pretty good so far. And then the Phantom Trope arc happened, which I thought was actually pretty decent.
Mm.
And then there's the part where he's there's a part like the gaming part. The part with the game and the part with the tower, it completely took me out of it. Those are two separate things, and like those really could have been like one season, because with the I think it was called Great Island was the the Great Island, or that was the one with the game, and like he would they were going through it, and it was just like one training thing, and it was just like one training set arc, and it was like only like one like real fight in there if I remember, and like when it was going to like the last arc so far, because the series is infamously in hiatus because the guy who makes it is I think he has like back problems, so he can't really draw as often as he could. So he's he has a one fight, and then it goes to like the Chimera Ant arc, which a lot of people say is like the greatest part of the series. And like I saw it was like 50 something episodes, and I was just like, I gotta check out. I can't do this, bro. It's too mentally exhausting trying to watch all this shit. Like it was just like it was like so much shit was like stretched out. It was stretched out for so long, but so little of it like progressed.
I would have to watch like Nick Jr. or something that Trey would watch for me to be like, this is draining me.
And like I don't know, man. It's just like people swore to me like this anime was like this groundbreaking, amazing anime. I don't know if it's because I was just getting bored with it, but the power system was too convoluted for me. Even though people say it's probably one of the more better structured ones, which I'll take y'all word on it. And like I said, it was just like through 5 seasons, it just felt like nothing was happening. And then I told people, I was like, I tried watching it, I don't like it. I legitimately don't like Hunter x Hunter. And then that also brings up the question of, how long do you have to watch something in order to legitimately be able to say it's not good? Because there's some people who give something a season and they go like, this isn't very good, and then they drop it. There's some people who give it a couple episodes and they go like, it's not good, and they drop it. And it always made me laugh because like I would tell people, yeah, I don't like blah blah blah, and they were like, oh, you didn't watch enough of it to give a legit opinion. And people are trying to tell me that with Hunter x Hunter. I said I watched 5 of the 6 fucking seasons. It's not good to me. Get over it. Like that shit used to piss me off so much. That's why anytime somebody talks about Hunter x Hunter, I'm just quiet. I don't talk about it. I'm just like, hey, I tell people, I'm legitimately triggered because anime. This is actually one of the reasons why I don't watch anime as often. Anime fans to a point kind of fucking annoy me.
That's still don't like the fact you let fans steal your enjoyment from things.
Well, no, they didn't steal my enjoyment of Hunter x Hunter because I didn't.
I know not that.
Yeah,
but
like
dickhead fans will stop you from going into things that you could possibly like, because you be like,
I've
I
been
hate that
I've
fan
been
group.
yeah no. I mean, I've been getting better with that. I feel like, and
Your creators be like, damn, I didn't do shit.
be like, fuck you. I just made the series, man. I just slap them. Make that. Why don't you make a better one?
make your fans better, train them.
But yeah, nah. I don't know. It's just sometimes, and I'm not alone on this. It's just sometimes the fan base can really like having. It's kind of like with you and the bananas. You know, you just have a negative. You have a negative reaction towards something, and you see it so long that you just go like, it just brings up memories of just like annoying things or like bad things, and he's like, I'm not into this anymore. And but no, honestly, I don't watch anime that much because, like I said, for the most part, I'm just not interested in a lot of the stuff that people try to recommend me or show me. Like I've had like one guy that I used to hang out with a lot, and he would he I had a friend and he would show me like a bunch of really great stuff. Like he's the one that got me onto this one older series called Cutie Honey. It's really sick. It's made by the guy who made Devilman Go Nagai.
Mm.
And it's so cool. It's about like this. It's about this teenage. It's about this robot who disguises herself as a teenager, and oh,
Yes.
but it's about a robot who disguises herself as a teenager, and like she's like a superhero, and she can like turn into like different things. And the thing is that it's really cool and it's really fun. There's like different versions of it, but overall it's a pretty cool series. So yeah, if you haven't watched Cutie Honey before, I don't know, you probably like it.
I don't know.
Like I said,
The way I find anime now, I be like, well, I know I should watch what was recommended to me because money, but I be like,
I like money.
but I end up being like, what can I watch that Talia wouldn't be interested in, that I also would probably enjoy, so they won't be like, oh, you watched that without me.
Oh my god, that is some of the most annoying stuff ever. I'm not even gonna get into that.
And at this point now, with the way they work, it wouldn't even matter because I think we probably both watch stuff on our own if we have the time. But that's how I got into damn high score girl or what it is.
High School Girl is sick. I knew that'd be something that you would like because you're a fan of fighting games like I am.
Mm.
So yeah, High School Girl is really really fun. That's something I never finished. That I need to go back and watch.
I don't know. I guess I did not expect to like it as much as I liked it. That was kind of the same way with Agresco. I did not expect me to like Agresco as much as I liked it. I was like,
Because it's like it's some cutie. Because I think the people who make Hello Kitty actually do a Gretzko.
really?
Yeah,
Huh.
I mean when you look at it, like the art
Yeah, it
style's
makes
pretty
sense.
Yeah, the art style's pretty similar. And yeah, you think it's like, oh, it's just gonna be some cutesy little thing.
I
It's
didn't
like
think it was gonna have a depth. I didn't think it was gonna have depth. I thought it was
Yeah.
just gonna be something that I could put on the background
Right?
that me not care about.
It's like, haha, see the cute little red panda girl
Mhm.
gets mad and she turns into like this metal rock star, and then it's like it's actually a deep dive in like the depression of millennial workplaces, and it's just like, what the fuck?
And I like metal, so it just is like, okay, high five, dude.
I still wanna redraw that frame of her jumping up in the air with that bridal gown. I want to put that on a shirt.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, I might redraw that actually.
I would not mind more Gretzko merch just for myself, and I don't even have to sell it. But
This is mine.
Kiriko's basketball was something that definitely surprised me. I probably won't.
Oh wait. Are you guys happy we're not talking about football? We're talking about anime now.
It's more fitting, I guess. Kosi feels a certain type of way because the last episode got less views.
Yeah, the last episode got less views, and I'm fucking angry.
But yeah, I don't think Kuriko's basketball is something I would watch more than once. But that's because it's one of those things like it. I don't think it's a watch more than once anime because they started with a purpose, they ended with a purpose. There should not be a reason for another season. I don't I'm kind of like you for this. Like,
Yes,
this one does not need another season.
100%. I've been saying this for years of people not being able to let something have a story and fucking die.
Yeah.
Like everybody was happy, like, oh, the new Futurama's getting another season, and it's like only one season, thank God. It's getting another season on Hulu. Oh my God. And like people found out that the guy who voices Bender isn't even gonna be in it. He wasn't even asked to be in it.
Dang.
And now everybody's getting all upset and shit. It's like, well, that's what you deserve because you guys don't want to let fucking stuff die. And this is why we got like 20 plus seasons of Family Guy and like almost 40 seasons of fucking Simpsons. And now you guys want to be mad. So shut up. Take your L. Just let stuff die.
Family Guy should definitely die.
Simpsons definitely. I think the Simpsons is not as current systems. The current systems. The current Simpsons isn't as bad as people say it is, but still, it's nowhere near as good as it was in like the like 90s Simpsons. Like, I hate to say it, but like the 90s was better for that because everybody likes to lie to themselves and say 90s was like the best decade. It's just like, no, everything has its good and everything has its bad. And people like to pretend like the 90s was just like this untouched year when nothing bad happened, but well, it was untouched decade. But yeah, no, the 90s Simpsons was definitely the best era of that. Like, it was literally, people say like the first 10 to 11 seasons were like the best parts, and it's like, it's true. It was literally like the 90s. That whole decade for Simpsons was just like,
I'm sure
some of the best
point, the
TV ever.
Just going on just to set like a record.
I mean, it's already set. Well, it's got the longest Western
running series.
Yeah, and like the longest Western the longest running series in the West. But in terms of overall like animation, no, because there's still certain shows in Japan that have been going on for like 40, like 50 years.
Well, I guess I didn't mean like they're trying to do it in competition with other, but like it's just like, okay, we have this long-standing series, y'all gonna keep watching it, and we can, and it must be producing them enough money to keep it going. So,
oh yeah, for sure.
So it's like, we just gonna keep riding this train until like the numbers drop off so much that it doesn't make a sense for us to do another season.
Now, see, I'm not against. Excuse me, yo. Now, see, I'm not against like long running series in general because like I like JoJo. JoJo literally was made in like 88, 89, and it's still going on. And like Lupin the Third was created in the 60s. So, by the way, watch Lupin the Third. Great series, great franchise actually.
That was one of the ones that I actually was surprised I was liking as a kid.
Really? Why? I like James Bond as a kid, and it has James Bond elements to it.
Well, so. It was because like the other shit I didn't like. So when I was watching this, I was like, well, this has nothing to do with like real fighting or whatever. But
yeah, but it's cool how he outsmarts people.
Yeah, so yeah. I did find myself enjoying some Lupin stuff.
Yeah,
as a kid.
I gotta watch that movie that they made in 3D. Lupin the Third, the First is what it's called. And bro, that shit looked so good. It's ridiculous how good it looks. But there's a new part out. There's actually a new Lupin part. So what I like about Lupin and JoJo is that it's all divided into parts. So it's always a new story with different characters. And I think that's what keeps those series so fresh because it's kind of like an anthology series. So
that would be the only way I would say them. Which you can't even call it Kuriko's basketball. That would be the only way for me to say they can do another season.
It's not getting another season because it would have gotten one by now.
It does. Like I said, it's definitely.
It's an older series. So.
I didn't know it didn't have another.
Older.
I didn't know it didn't have another season because I had recently. I mean, not recently. I had started watching that months ago, and saw the first season, and then it just. I think I just ran out of I ran out of episodes.
Oh, okay.
And then I just randomly on Netflix when I was up in Illinois, and I just been watching. Not Illinois. When I was up in Maryland, I was like, well, I'm just sitting here at the booth, and I went on Netflix and I saw that. I was like, I was watching this.
Oh shit!
I forgot I was watching it. I was like, oh, this is a basketball anime. Let me check this out because I did like Haikyuu. I got recommended that when we was at the mall. That's the volleyball I
Yeah,
had.
I've definitely seen people definitely recommend that one, and I like sports anime for the most. Like iShield 21 is like, I
Mm.
guess because I'm a huge American football fan. I'm sorry for people who are listening. Don't stop watching. But
I wouldn't mind going into football anime too.
yeah, iShield 21. I know you said you don't like reading, but you gotta read the manga. The manga is so much better than the anime.
It would do me no
The,
justice.
the the
I'd be
guy the
so
guy who
bored.
does the art for iShield 21
Uh,
did the art for the guy who does art for iShield 20 did the art for the One Punch Man,
uh,
like serialized manga, not the webcomic. Like the serialized manga that's going on right now, which I heard One Punch Man is actually supposed to be ending soon, so I need to catch up on that.
I feel like that's something that should have been like one or two seasons.
It's funny because honestly, the way it's written,
Mm-hmm.
now it's got a lot more to tell. It's just that they took such a long ass break in between seasons
Yeah.
that, and plus it's Mad. I think Madhouse of Bones was animating the first season, and like easily the first season of One Punch Man is some of the greatest animation you'll ever see, like on a TV product.
Mm-hmm.
And
I gotta go back and actually like. I think I've synced into like 2 or 3 episodes, but that's about it.
yeah, One Punch Man is cool. I don't think that's I think the creator's name is One.
Uh-huh.
I don't think that's his best series. Like I think Mob Psycho 100 is probably better. I think a lot of people who watch both, they tend to say that one's better. It's just One Punch Man's more popular because its premise is just a little bit easier. Not easier to get because Mob Psycho is pretty easy to get too, but it's just that it deals with superheroes, so it's a little more universal, I guess.
Yeah, it's in the right climate right now too.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, man. When they when people were like, "Yeah, Saitama can kill Goku," that was the funniest couple of months ever because people do not want to admit that Goku, like there's characters that can beat Goku.
I think that's that willful and also not so willful ignorance.
I I really just think it's just people who don't want to. It's a power fantasy thing. Like it is. It's a power fantasy thing because this is what I was saying. Like with Bob, the character in Tekken Bob, where people don't like Bob because he's fat and he's fast. It fucks with their power fantasy. It's like no, all the fat characters are supposed to be slow. They're not supposed to be elusive and good. And like he's a legit overweight character who's dumb good. Like Bob is ridiculous, especially Tekken 6. Tekken 6 Bob was damn near unfair how good he was. And like I said, it just fucks with people's
Always
like
come back to Tekken.
yeah, yes, yes. But I think it fucked with people's power fantasy. It's just like I don't want to play this character because he's fat. That's I
That's
think I feel like
exactly the
I
reason
mean
I wanted to play that character.
yeah I think Ganryu. I think that's one of the reasons why people don't play Ganryu because he's a fat guy, even though he's got good tools.
I don't know.
I don't play Ganryu because I'm just not interested in the character himself.
Yeah, that's why I didn't play with him. If Ganryu moved like Bob, I probably like okay.
Jum, 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 jum. No squid.
Yeah, the first time Bob got introduced and he was doing all these flips and shit, because I was just button mashing, I was like,
He was like, "Oh shit,
okay,
oh shit, a fat person."
a deceptively fat person. I like this.
Yeah.
So,
I forget what his martial art because he actually uses like a style of I think it's like freeform karate.
it should just be called speed and weight.
But there was a guy that I was literally talking to. He's like, "Yeah, I don't like Bob because he's fat and fast. I don't like that." Like I was like, "At least you're being honest. You're an asshole, but at least you're being honest about it."
I love that fact about him.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, if I had the brain capacity to be like, all right, let me add another character to my list, it would be him.
you can play Bob. Believe me, if I can play Bob, you can definitely play Bob. I play Bob just because I just think he's cool. But I definitely he if you're good with Mishimas, you can play Bob because
I am
he has
not
a
good with Mishimas.
he
That's the other thing that's scaring me off too, because I know he's kind of like Mishima. I was like,
yeah he's Mishima like he has like a Omen fist and a God fist and he has like wave dash. He has wave dashing and like crouch dash options.
yeah, I'm like, this means I'm not gonna be able to use him to the fullest that I know he should be able to be used to, because he got Mishima quirks.
Well, guys, sorry, but we sadly have to cut it short because I have to go.
I think this is probably what it's supposed to normally be.
Really? But
before we were doing like hour episodes.
yeah,
Then ran off the tracks and did
yeah.
hour and a
I
half.
thought, and now it's like hour 30, like 2 hours.
Uh,
But yeah, this is like a quick little one because we're trying to do these weekly, so we had stuff to talk about. We talked about Street Fighter.
watch Kuroko's basketball.
Yeah, watch that. Watch Lupin the Third. There's a new part out, and what's cool about Lupin is that you don't have to watch the other parts to get it. Put rainwater in your car. No, I'm gonna keep on referencing that. I want to make that into a shirt. I'm gonna force that.
You can force that to be meta.
Yeah, I'm gonna force
Meta
that to
enough to be
yeah, meta
t-shirts merch.
Yeah, t-shirt merch. Put rainwater in your car. But no. But just a little bit. I just want to talk more about Street Fighter 6. I hope, I want it to be good because I don't want people who are looking forward to be disappointed. But it's like anytime anybody talks about Street Fighter, it's just like FGC Twitter is just like a big blockade. Like you're just trying to get through, your day on the timeline, and it's like a blockade, and it's just people just bitching about why are people picking on Street Fighter? Street Fighter fucking sucks. Watch when Street Fighter 6 comes out. You guys are gonna be saying 5 was goated, which is true. I believe that 100%. People always do that. They hate the new one and pretend like they like the other one because people did that with fucking Tekken Tag 2. Even though Tekken Tag 2, the tag series are not supposed to be like taken like super seriously anyway. But people are like,
feel like they were loved at this point.
Hmm?
I said though I feel like they are loved at this point.
Oh no, Tekken, the Tekken Tag games are liked. Like people like the games, but people try and say, oh man, like people are like, oh this is so much better than Tekken 7, and we like Tekken 7 does too much damage. Tekken is known to be high damage. Have you played the first Tekkens? Have you guys seen the first 3 Tekkens? Have you guys like watched those? Like, look, I understand that you're probably like, I don't know, maybe like 19 and you just started playing fucking Tekken. Tekken's always been high damage, all right? Like, Jesus Christ.
I don't know. You got hit. These are somewhat normal people. So if you got hit with the same shit that they hitting each other with, you probably die too. In a couple hits.
Right? They've got people who punch so hard they shoot electricity out their hands. That might do some damage. King can jump like 20 feet in the air and crush you on your spine like this.
Got people
I'm sorry, it does damage.
Floors, breaking walls.
Like Tekken has always been a high damage series. I don't get why people are just saying, "Oh, it's too much now." It's like it's not too much. Stop being fucking woefully ignorant about these fucking games, these fucking fighting games you guys play.
Or just block or parry or sidestep. That's the game. That's what you're supposed to do.
What did the late great? Well, he's not dead, but what did the great Herman Edwards say? He's a coach, by the way. I'm sorry, he's a football coach. So don't click off the video. But the great Herman, I was gonna say Herman Cain. Gross. Herman Edwards. Herman Cain is a guy who caught COVID and died. And it was funny. I'm gonna say it. But
Reese's Pieces.
No, it was the great Herman Edwards. He said, "You play to win the game." That's how he said it.
I thought you were gonna say something way more profound than that.
No, that's what he says. You play to win the game.
That you do.
It just is what it is. It's just like
to win that game, find your B&B that has the most damage in it and do that.
You don't even have to do. Here's what I tell people, because people are like, "Man, I gotta learn like all these combos and blah blah." I'm not the best person at the games I play. Lord knows that. But look, I'm a big fan of Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
Oh, I thought you meant the band, the rock band. I was
No.
like, Detroit Rock City, baby.
Nah, I'm not a fan of Kiss at all. But God of Thunder. I smell your Runda. What do you mean by that, Gene? We all know that you like to touch on women. So what do you mean by Runda? What do you mean by that? Like Drewski? What do you mean by that? but no, I'm a big fan of keep it simple, stupid, where it's like you find out what works for you, and then you just build upon it. You don't try and like overexert yourself and try and learn like all the hardest combos like your first month into learning the game. Learn how to play the game before you try and go into practice mode and do all these combos, and then you come to casuals or you go to your local tournament, and then you get washed, and you go like, I spent 40 hours, 40 hours this month in training, and went online and played a little bit, and I beat all these people, and why can't I win in my tournament?
Yes, be like me. Get the game and go straight to online.
Nah.
And say fuck the noise. I'm gonna learn that. I'm learning real situations.
He said he throws the baby in the water.
Yeah, hey, if you learn that way, it's muscle memory. You're like, oh, I can't do that shit. And now when I do learn a combo, I already done it under pressure, so I'm not gonna fold under pressure.
But the way I see it is definitely, as much as people go like online, you can't learn anything when online. You can definitely learn how to play a fucking.
People saying
you can definitely learn how to play a fighting game by going online.
I think that wouldn't work offline. Okay, well we're playing online right now, dude.
I'll definitely say this. I think offline is always the most optimal way to play any.
For sure. Until we all get like fiber connection connected to our assholes or something.
Even with that. Offline is still always going to be optimal because you get to be there with the person and people get to see you play, and it's a social aspect to it. That's why I prefer online. But I'm a mixture of both, where you should go to training, just learn some stuff. You'll probably find some stuff you didn't know you can do. You might be the guy who finds out a piece of tech just messing around in training. And you can find something, but you should also go online, go to your locals, and learn how to actually fucking play the game.
I learned 2 or 3 combos today on Strive, and I was able to beat Kosi by using none of them. But just doing the combo trials gave me a different way to look at the game, which helped me out. So.
Yeah, and see that's what I kind of do too. Is I go when I'm playing a video game, I go into it and I see like a combo that somebody does, and like I just take out the parts that are kind of hard, and then I just do something that I can do. You know what I mean? Because like I'm not about playing optimally. I'm playing to win. I'm not trying to play optimally. You know what I mean? For some people, playing optimal is how they win. For me, nah, man.
I just play to be annoying.
I play. I told people this all the time. I play characters where you have to impose your will on people. You go like, I'm gonna do that.
I play characters that make you be like, man, fuck. I hate playing against this nigga.
Good Lord. But no, some people would say, oh, you play Unga Bunga, you play, Brainless. And I go like, me no scare.
Me no scare.
Me no scare.
Glue.
Yeah, just.
I
Mega pistol.
I think I want to go more glue. Wise in the future.
My problem is that there's sometimes where I just go ham, and then I kind of like reel back because I'm trying to get people to come up so I can do stuff. And like sometimes I feel like I play too defensively at times too, because with characters like Potemkin, you do kind of have to play like this mixture of defensive and kind of like Unga Bunga. I feel.
I don't know. I feel like Potemkin just depends on how disrespectful you want to be. Because I feel like he could be fucking aggressive as he wants to be.
Yeah. Well, let's leave that on that note. Potemkin's the best character in the game, top 1.
I have the arguments.
He said, I have the arguments. No, I wish Potemkin. I wish Potemkin was the best character in the game. No, I think he's still probably top 5 though. I was gonna say Nagoriyuki and Ram are definitely top 2. Nagoriyuki and Ram are ridiculous in that game, bro.
Yeah, I'm still sitting here like I kind of want to buy King of Fighters just to see what it's like.
I think next week I'll probably go to the casuals and probably learn.
I probably been bought it already.
Yeah, no,
it's really hard on my buying.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you see me. That's why it's fun to go to casuals because I can use my fellow fighting game players as guinea pigs. So I can go, and I know some of y'all listen to this because I know some of y'all watch this podcast. I go to casuals so I can play video games and see if I like them before I buy them.
And I'm ambivert, so I am introverted and I'm also extroverted.
Is that what that's called, ambivert?
Yeah.
Why does it sound like Ambien? Anyway, we gotta go.
Well, I was just about to say,
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm not going. I am not pulling myself out of my own house to go to the casuals to figure it out. I'll rather buy it and then have people come to me.
Nah.
That's why I get to stay in my comfort of my own four walls I pay for, and then
Yeah, I like playing against people, and then when I do something, I like to get ignorant in front of their face and be like, yeah.
well, I said I invite the people to me. I just don't want to go to anybody else's place. That's how you get the best of both worlds. I am antisocial and also
The best of both worlds.
not antisocial, extroverted, introverted at the same time.
All right. Well, no, I really gotta go. All right,
Deuces.
peace, y'all. We love you. 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 We love you.
Eat it.
My leg.
That's Kosi's mom.
She did do that